Hello students, welcome to my channel. In today's class we are going to discuss about these four named reactions: Reimer-Tiemann reaction, Kolb's reaction, esterification and Williamson synthesis. So in the previous class we have already discussed about some named reactions. So let us discuss about these reactions. So the first two reactions are the properties of phenols. So these two reactions are the properties of phenol, and this reaction esterification is nothing but preparation of ester, and Williamson synthesis is the synthesis of ethers, that is the preparation of ethers. So first of all you have to know phenols, esters and ethers. So what are these functional groups? So here phenols. So phenols means generally if OH group is attached to an alkyl group, then those are called alcohols. If OH group is attached to alkyl group, then those are called alcohols. So you know very well alkyl group means it will exhibit the general formula CnH2n plus 1. So here CnH2n plus 1 and OH. So these are nothing but alcohols. So if the OH is directly attached to any benzene ring, that is any aromatic compound, then it is called phenol. So this is phenol. So if the OH is attached to benzene ring or any aromatic compound, then it is called phenol. So here it is a phenol. Okay. And next esters. So what is the general formula of esters? Esters means they will have general formula of RCOOR. So this R may be similar or different. This alkyl group may be similar or different. So if it is different, we can write it like this: RCOOR dash. Here this alkyl group is different from this alkyl group. We can write any number of alkyl groups: methyl, ethyl, propyl, like this. We have to put n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on in this alkyl group. We get number of alkyl groups. Okay, so these are the general formulas of esters. And next one, ethers. So general formula of ethers is ROR. Here also we can take different alkyl groups, that is ROR dash. So these are called simple ethers, these are called mixed ethers. Okay, so these are the general formulas of ethers. So in this video we are going to discuss about these phenols, esters and ethers. Okay, so let us move on to the named reactions one by one. So the first one is the Reimer-Tiemann reaction. The first one is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. So here it is the property of phenol. That's why we have to take a phenol. So in this reaction, what is the statement here? The phenols reacts with chloroform and KOH. These phenols reacts with chloroform CHCl3 and KOH or NaOH. You can take NaOH or KOH, any base. So these phenols reacts with chloroform and KOH or NaOH to produce salicylaldehyde. So phenols reacts with chloroform and NaOH to produce salicylaldehyde. So this is the statement of Reimer-Tiemann reaction. So now we have to consider phenol. So this is the phenol. You can take pi bonds also. Here we are mentioned here like a circle, or we can take it as pi bonds. So here this is the phenol. We can write it like this also. So this is the phenol OH. So this phenol reacts with chloroform and NaOH. So suppose if you take here, when it is treated with NaOH, it will produces sodium phenoxide. So H is replaced by Na, then it is called sodium phenoxide. It produces sodium phenoxide. Now this sodium phenoxide reacts with chloroform, that is CHCl3. So when this chloroform is treated with sodium phenoxide, an ortho position is blocked here. That means an ortho substitution takes place. So here this is the ortho position. You know very well this is the ortho position. So if you take any benzene, this is benzene. Suppose if any substitution X is there, so this adjacent position is called, adjacent position to the substitution is called ortho position. This is ortho position. So next to ortho position is called meta position, and this is called para position. So if any substitution is there, the adjacent position of substituent is called ortho position. This is meta and this is para. Similarly, the adjacent position of this substitution is called again ortho, and this is meta, again para. So here an ortho substitution takes place. So here the substitution will be CHCl2. So now this rearranges to form the final product. So here CHCl2 is formed. So this is formed from CCl2, that is dichlorocarbene intermediate. This is dichlorocarbene. So this is the intermediate in this reaction. You have to remember this point. So what is the reaction intermediate in Reimer-Taman reaction? Dichlorocarbene is the reaction intermediate in Reimer-Taman reaction. So this is dichlorocarbene. So this dichlorocarbene behaves as electrophile. Remember, this dichlorocarbene behaves as electrophile. So sometimes he asks like this, which of the following intermediate is formed during Reimer-Taman reaction? So dichlorocarbene is formed during Reimer-Taman reaction. So this will, upon hydrolysis with NaOH, that is basic solution, KOH or NaOH, you can take any one. So then it produces ONA, and here CHO is formed. So that is a CHO group is introduced at the ortho position. So again this Na can be replaced by this H plus. So H plus from the water. So here it loses water molecule. So H plus from the water reacts with this to form the final product. This is the OH and CHO. So this is salicylaldehyde. This is salicylaldehyde. So this salicylaldehyde is nothing but orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. So here it is benzaldehyde. If OH is not there, that is called benzaldehyde. Benzene and aldehyde is there. CHO means aldehyde. So this is benzaldehyde. If OH is not there, that is benzaldehyde. So ortho position is blocked with OH, substituted with OH, that is called orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. Orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. Okay. Salicylaldehyde is also called as orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. Okay. You have to remember the intermediate, that is dichlorocarbene intermediate. So here from this step to this step there is a hydrolysis takes place. So what happens here? So here CH and Cl2 is there. Cl2 we can write it like this. So this upon hydrolysis, that is basic hydrolysis, it produces CH, OH and OH. So whenever two hydroxy groups are present on same carbon, it will loses water molecule like this, then it forms CHO. Okay. So this CHO is formed like this. So this step is not required. You have to write directly like this: phenol, second compound, and this finally this compound. You can write like this. So briefly we can write the equation like this. I am writing again here. So this phenol reacts with chloroform and NaOH to produce salicylaldehyde. So that is the statement of Reimer-Taman reaction. So you have to write the equation like this also. Simply I am giving you the equation. That is this phenol, this is phenol, this phenol reacts with, first reacts with NaOH to produce ONA. So this again reacts with chloroform, that is CHCl3. When it reacts with CHCl3, it produces CHCl2. So this upon reaction with NaOH, that is basic hydrolysis, produces ONA, and simply we can write CHO. So this upon reaction with H plus from water, it produces ONA and CHO. You can write simply like this also. So this is the equation for Reimer-Taman reaction. Okay, clear? And next one. So second one, Kolb's reaction. Second one, Kolb's reaction. So So just similar to Reimer-Taman reaction, but here we have to take carbon dioxide. So again it is also one of the property of phenol. That's why the phenol reacts with NaOH. Here also phenol reacts with NaOH again to produce sodium phenoxide. This is called sodium phenoxide. Phenol reacts with NaOH to produce sodium phenoxide with the loss of water molecule, OH from here and H plus from phenol. Again this reacts with carbon dioxide in acidic medium. This reacts with carbon dioxide in acidic medium. What is the structure of carbon dioxide? So carbon dioxide is linear geometry. So this is like this. So now if you polarize these two electrons, so this carbon will be attached at the ortho position. So then it produces like this. Here ONA and C double bond O and O minus will be there. So that O minus reacts with H plus to produce COOH. Okay. So ONA and COOH. So again this H plus again transfer to here also. So again by the reaction of H plus ion, this Na can also be converted to OH. Na can also be converted to OH. You can write directly this step also. So this is called salicylaldehyde or simply called as orthohydroxy. If the OH group is not there, that is called benzoic acid. Benzene on COOH is present on benzene ring. So that's why it is called benzoic acid. So here it is orthohydroxy benzoic acid. Okay, clear? So salicylic acid it is salicylic acid or orthohydroxy benzoic acid. Salicylic acid. So in the previous example we got salicylaldehyde. This is salicylaldehyde and this is salicylic acid. Here COOH is there. COOH means acid. Okay, and next third one. So third one is the esterification. So very important, esterification. So here esterification means preparation of esters. So generally carboxylic acids, so the statement for esterification is carboxylic acids reacts with alcohols to form esters in presence of acid medium, that is H plus. Okay. So what is the general formula of carboxylic acids? RCOOH reacts with alcohols, ROH. You can take R dash also. That means these two are the different alkyl groups. So in presence of acid like H2SO4, it produces RCOO R dash. So this is ester. So this is the statement for esterification. The carboxylic acids reacts with alcohols in presence of acid H2SO4 to produce esters. So let us take an example. If you put here CH3 COOH plus C2H5OH. So this is acetic acid reacts with ethyl alcohol. This is ethyl alcohol. Acetic acid reacts with ethyl alcohol in presence of H2SO4 to produce esters. So here R means CH3 COO C2H5. So this is ethyl acetate. This is ethyl group, that's why it is called ethyl acetate. So this is acetate ion. If you separate it, ethyl acetate. Okay. So carboxylic acids reacts with alcohols in presence of H2SO4 to produce esters. So generally esters gives fruity smell. So by the formation of fruity smell we can identify the formation of esters. So here in this equation you have to remember one point. So generally during esterification water will be lost here. So here water is lost here. So water will be formed here. So during this reaction water molecule will be lost. So how this water will be lost? So here acetic acid donates here the OH minus ion from the acetic acid and H plus ion from the alcohol. The OH minus ion and H plus ion from the alcohol. So these two undergo elimination to produce esters. Okay. So here water is losing from two molecules. How this water is eliminated? The OH minus ion is eliminated from acid and H plus ion is eliminated from alcohol. You have to remember this point. So this can be explained in mechanism part. I will explain later in the mechanism part. Each named reaction can be discussed with mechanism, so it will take some more time. So that's why I will explain the mechanism part in the next videos. Okay, and next one. So for IPE, you don't bother about the mechanism part. The next one is Williamson synthesis. So the next one is Williamson synthesis. So in this Williamson synthesis, we can prepare ethers. So ethers can be prepared by the reaction of alkyl halides with alkoxides. So here alkyl halides reacts with alkoxides, that is sodium alkoxides to produce ethers. So what is the general formula of alkyl halides? RX. You know very well, RX is the general formula of alkyl halides. Sodium alkoxide means that is RONA, sodium alkoxide, alkyl plus oxide, alkoxide. So here it is sodium alkoxide. So alkyl halides reacts with sodium alkoxides to produce ethers, ROR. So here X is lost here, Na is lost here. Simply we can write by combining these two. So this is ether. So here what is the statement? The alkyl halides reacts with sodium alkoxides to form ethers. So that is Williamson synthesis. You can take any example also. If you take C2H5 Cl is there and C2H5 ONA. C2H5 Cl means ethyl chloride. This is ethyl chloride and this is sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide. Here the alkyl group is ethyl. So it can be called as sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide to produce C2H5O C2H5. So what is the name of this compound? So here these are ethers. So these are called alkoxy alkanes. So this is the IUPAC name of ethers. So I have explained the IUPAC names in detail in the separate video. You go through with that video. So this is ethoxy ethane. You can write it as ethoxy ethane. Okay. So this is about Williamson synthesis. Okay. So the detailed mechanism is explained in the separate video. So Williamson synthesis, already I have uploaded a video for the detailed mechanism of Williamson synthesis. Here you have to take primary alkyl halides. The alkyl halide should be primary. If you take primary alkyl halide, then only the product will be formed in excess yield. So that's why we have to take primary alkyl halide. So why the primary alkyl halide is taken, we have already discussed in the previous video. I will give you the link in the description. Go through with that video. Okay, thank you. Like the session, share the session and subscribe to my channel. And here is a small question for you. The question of the day: does phenol is acidic or basic? So comment me on comment box. Does phenol is acidic or basic? Please comment me on comment box. Thank you.